You get that, King. Jeremiah 28:8.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
They did what?
Prophesied against many countries.
Prophesied against many countries. Right now, we in the greatest country, so they say, Babylon the Great, United Snakes of America. We in Babylon the Great, damn Erica, you know. So it been prophets of old. They've always prophesied the downfall of this kingdom. Even though a lot of people want this place to thrive, they want to survive here and live a good life, the American dream. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, King? We talked to you before.
Probably did.
You were at the bus station?
Yeah, probably did. Bus station on the Railroad Park. I be seeing y'all a lot.
Okay.
So you grew your beard out, man.
Yeah, man. I just, my girlfriend.
All praise, all praise. Well, hey, at the same time, I think we talked about that day at the bus station about the beard. You know what I'm saying? That's a badge of manly dignity.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? According to the Bible. That's what that is. That's why she like it, because the Most High created her to naturally like what a man grows on his face. See what I'm saying? Hey, there you go. You laying down. She might be rubbing the beard. Hey, guess what? A woman don't have that. Yeah. So she's attracted. Opposites attract. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
See that? They shall not make what?
Baldness upon their head.
That's a law in the Bible. They should not make baldness upon their head. Neither what?
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
And we're not supposed to shave off the corner of our beard. So that's commanded by the Most High, that a man should not shave his beard off his face.
Right.
Because that's what helps make you a man. That separates you from a woman.
Right.
Right? Read.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
All right. That's right. Nor make any cuttings in our flesh. So, according to the scriptures, we're not supposed to be like the Egyptians, the so-called white man. We're not supposed to be like him, because guess what? They love to shave their beard off. They show you that in the Gillette Fusion commercials. None of their presidents really have beards for real, you know. But you got it, King. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna pass it off to you. All right. I'm gonna jump back on that.
That's your old lady right there. You like the beard? All right. Difference when you start keeping the commandments, you walk with a different boldness. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5.
Right.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Yes, sir.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, and verse 1. And verse number 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
A righteous man is a man of understanding, a man that's going to keep Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's commandments. An Israelite man. A righteous man is a man that's going to keep the commandments of the Most High God. Read that again from the top.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
In what?
In great boldness.
In great boldness. When you start keeping the commandments, you're going to have a different feel about yourself, a different look about yourself. You know what I'm saying? What they say, different bravado guy. You're going to walk around with your chest out because you know who you are now. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You knowing that the Most High is on your side. And that he gave you these commandments to be a man. Especially keeping a beard on your face. Read that again.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him.
Going to stand in great boldness in front of those who have afflicted us. Read.
And made no account of his labor.
The same ones who afflict our people, they don't make no account of our labors. They look and they laugh like you're supposed to be working for them. Like they supposed to have their knee on your neck. Like you're supposed to be broke, begging them for handouts, begging them for an opportunity. You know, they looking at us as a nation as if we are supposed to be up under them. Read it again.
Verse number 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Read.
And made no account of his labor. Verse 2. When they see it.
When they what?
When they see it.
So you have to see these things. When you keep these commandments, these other nations, your own people, they're going to start to see these things, the change in you. It ain't like the Christian church where they just tell you do what you want to do and you're going to be all right. Nah. Because you ain't doing nothing that can be seen. Therefore, everybody think they the same. Everybody's equal. Everybody's the same. That ain't what's written in the scriptures. Everybody is not the same. You know? You got all these different types of trees. Why you don't label them to be the same? Everybody, all the trees ain't equal. You got some that bear fruit and some that don't. Some that are strong and big, some that are weak. They are not the same. You got all these different types of animals. You don't say that they are the same. They're not equal. You got big dog, small dog, fast dog, vicious dog, all these different things, but you don't say that they're equal. But you want to claim that we as a nation of people are equal to everybody else.
Right.
The Lord did not choose us to be equal. He chose us and set us apart. He severed us from the other nations. So when we stand up in great boldness, these other nations, they gonna notice it. You know what I'm saying? Even though they put their whip to your back, they constantly got you bending over backwards, trying to make ends meet, trying to keep your head above water while they just swimming around having a good time. They in the boat while you trying to keep your head above water. They moving around in the yachts, the submarines, cruise ships. Why you trying to keep your head above water? They won't even throw your life away. You know?
Verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
When they see you start to stand up, then they will be troubled. I mean, think about that. When you see that dog and he start showing them teeth, then you going to get spooked. As long as he letting you pet his head, you ain't worried about him. As long as you can throw him a bone and he laughing and jumping and hopping up on you, licking your face, you happy. You ain't scared of that dog. But the minute that he start growling, when he start showing his teeth, showing you that he about his business, now you spooked. Now you scared. And that's one thing our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, have to realize who they are. They are the righteous that the Bible speaks of when they are doing what they are required to do. When you reject the commandments of the Lord, hey, you just like these little sick puppies walking around here. You ain't got no value, and they gonna feed you with whatever they want to feed you with. You gonna continue to walk around here with that leash on your neck, waiting on master to let you off. That's exactly what's going on. Brother, what's your nationality?
My nationality is North American.
North American.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean? Your nationality is North American.
Nationality North American. I'm born on the continent.
You were born on the continent?
On the continent, North America.
Okay, what about your people?
It's U.S.
Walk around the way, King. So where now?
My country is United States.
Uh-huh. What about your people? The people that look like you.
People like me.
That look like
that's
you.
African. African descent. No matter where you're in around the world.
Uh-huh.
Look like me.
Right.
Besides Indians.
Uh-huh.
Asian Indians.
Right.
That's African. So,
They African. But you say you from North America. So how can we be Africans?
because that's in the blood. I also have the albino gene.
What is that?
The albino gene is a gene that, don't call it genetic mutation, that kind of makes a face skin out the color we're supposed to be.
So
makes you look like you want to blend in
with them?
Yeah.
Can they make an albino gene?
No.
Really?
Okay.
Okay. That's unique. You know what I'm saying? But
only we is most of us as people with melanin skin can do the albino gene.
Okay. That's true. Now, if you American and we American or African American, what would they be?
Let's see. I'm gonna say they're probably European descent.
European descent? Okay. That's good. What about Chinese man?
Chinese, they got a big group over there, and they separate themselves, but they still Asian.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I asked this brother, what would he say he was?
He either say he black or
hey, brother,
African American.
let me ask you a question. We're gonna see. Let me ask you a question. What's your nationality? Black American. You said North American, right?
Yeah.
What's your nationality?
Israelite.
Israelite. So we got three different answers, but we all look the same. How is that possible?
Let's say we got positions in different spots all over the world.
But if I ask him, you think he gonna tell me something different?
He probably would.
Would he say European?
Oh, he probably.
So we lost here. It's something going on right here. We all in the same land. We go to the same type of schools. We eat the same type of food. We dress the same. Come together and do what?
Work together.
We do that. We go to their jobs. We work for them, don't we? We go to their schools, don't we?
Yeah.
But we don't know who we are. You said you Black American. This man said North American. This man said Israelite. Something wrong. What's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that picture?
Yes, we all learning something from different people.
Why we ain't learning who we are when we come out the womb? Who told you that you was North American?
I came with this.
You came up with that?
I came with that through the studies.
Okay.
I already know. I know I'm already African descent.
Okay. What about you, brother? When did you come up with that term, or when did you learn that term, Black American?
So, damn near a year ago.
A year ago?
Damn near.
Damn. When did you learn you was Israelite, brother?
About 5 6 years ago.
You see that? Now these things just happening recently. Why is it that we didn't know coming out the womb who we were?
I ain't know. I had lived life a little bit, and parents taught me some stuff. School taught me some stuff.
Right.
And I won't say news and other people in the diaspora taught me some stuff as well.
Now, what if I was to tell you that your history, your identity is actually in the Bible? Would you believe that?
Yeah.
You read the Bible?
I got a Bible in front of one of my kids right now. So
But do you read it?
I do read a little bit. I read scripture.
Do you read it? Huh? Been some years. What about you, brother? You read?
Oh, yeah.
All praise. Let me show you something right quick. That's in the Bible. That's going to show you why we don't know who we are. Jeremiah 17:4.
All right.
Jeremiah 17:4.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17.
And give me Genesis 32:28.
Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
From what?
From thine heritage.
Now, what's a heritage?
I guess it is. I'm gonna say some in your blood.
Some in your blood? What you think?
What he said.
Some in your blood. So the Lord said He would discontinue us from our heritage. Now, we were talking about who we are, and I said, well, I went to this verse to show you that the Lord said our heritage would discontinue. Your heritage, that goes into who you are, your identity as a people. The way that we dress, the foods that we eat, the holidays that we celebrate, the plate, our own land, everything about us is a part of our heritage. For instance, I use this quite a bit, but the East Indian man. What's something unique about them that would, if you were describing them, that you could say that anybody could pick up on about an East Indian man?
East Indian thing.
Do they have their own land?
You got their own land.
What's the name of their land?
India.
India. You see, they got their own land. That's part of their heritage. Give me something else.
I'll find somebody distinct.
Do they have a certain type of language?
Indians got a certain type of language.
You see that? That's part of their heritage. What about foods?
Foods. Yes, they got their own foods. I do eat Indian foods. You see that? I have Indian friends that got their way of singing too.
You see that? Now, let's switch and let's go to Chinese man or Japanese man. Do they have certain foods that
They have certain foods they can eat, certain foods are kind. They have many foods have similarities.
I agree. What about a way of dressing?
Come back to what we teaching every
Way of dressing, that is a little different.
What about a language?
Like right
Language? Now, a Chinese person can get away over in Japan.
Do you remember?
But what, are they different from us?
They're Muslim.
What about do they have their own land?
They have their own land.
They have their own music?
They have their own music.
You see that all of these things that I'm describing and showing you that y'all are pointing out is part of their heritage. What's our heritage? Do we have our own land?
Yes, we have our own land.
Where's our land in?
My land is a land.
No, not you. Where's our land? Because when we talking about East Indian, we talking about them as a people, as a nation. Now, where's our land?
Yeah. I was just
I
trying to tell you about
I'm
this part.
thinking Africa.
What you think?
What's it? That's what points to have.
Galatians 4:26. Say what now?
You say Africa?
Africa. Okay. What's our language?
My language is English. First language is English. And whatever this is language I speak, it's some kind of trick or something.
Swahili be one of them?
Swahili.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah,
Now,
the football game.
bring this out right quick, just to show you part of our heritage.
But
I know you're trying to go on. Let me show you where we're from. Bring it out. Galatians 4:26.
This is Galatians 4:26. But Jerusalem.
But who?
But Jerusalem.
Is what?
Which is above is free. Which is the mother of us all.
Of us who?
Of us all.
Jerusalem is our homeland. That's in the Bible. You didn't have to go to school.
Russians just said Jesus was.
That's in here too.
Yeah.
You see that? Your heritage is in the Bible. Everybody has a copy of your heritage, but you don't know it. Everybody else knows about it, but you don't know your heritage. Read Jeremiah 17:4 again. The Lord said, I'm going to make sure that your heritage is discontinued. That right there. If that was discontinued, would you be able to get that?
Only in the secondhand stores.
You had to get it from somebody else then, right?
Yeah.
You see that? It's not the original. You had to get it from somebody else.
Yeah. Had to go
Just like we had to get our culture, our heritage from somebody else. Somebody told you African American or North American. You see that? Second hand. Somebody else giving it to you. Read that.
This is Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
That he gave us. Law, statutes, and commandments. That's our heritage. How we dress, what we celebrate, how we speak, how we deal with each other, what we eat. All these different things are rolled in one. That's part of our heritage. The Lord said he's going to discontinue these things. Read.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
To what?
To serve thine enemies.
Your God, our God, said he's going to cause us to lose our heritage and to serve our enemies. Read.
In the land which thou knowest not.
In a land that you don't know nothing about. We've been bred and raised here, but we still don't know nothing about this land. That's America that they say. We know it got 50 states. You know what I'm saying? It got a flag that represents everything, but we still don't know nothing about this land. You said you're going to serve your enemies in a land that you don't know nothing about.
That's why I quit.
Huh?
So that's why I quit.
You can't run from it though. Was it more on that?
For you have kindled a fire in mine anger.
We pissed the Lord off.
Which shall burn forever.
We burned him up because we don't keep the things that he gave us. He said, I'm going to make you special. I'm going to raise you up above everybody else. I'm going to give you all the things that you seek here in this land. Fame, money, power, everything that you want. The beautiful women, we had that land. We had all of that. Our own language, a way of dealing with each other, showing love toward one another. The Lord said, I'm going to strip you of these things because you are rebellious. We are rebellious people. Because he said, if you keep my commandments, I will bless you, put you above everybody. But when you break my commandments, I'm going to curse you, and you're going to be on the bottom. Now, are we ruling this world?
From behind the scenes.
Well, what about Birmingham? Are we ruling Birmingham? Do we own Protective Stadium?
I don't know. I don't think.
Do we own any of these buildings around here? BJCC? The SEC?
I won't be able to tell you. I have to look it up.
Do we own this street? What about any of the restaurants on Uptown?
I just bought this from some place restaurant. So there, somebody does own
My
it.
question is, do we own this? Do we own the colleges that we strive to go to? All the NFL and NBA teams, do we own them?
No, we do not.
Airports? Post office? Banks? Grocery
Yes,
stores?
We do own some banks. There are some like on banks.
Name one.
Can't name them all.
If we own them, you would know one of them.
I don't use it. I don't use it. If I can use the.
Why you don't use your own folks bank then?
That when the bank was available in my area where I was at the first time.
Okay,
I got
that's the honest answer. Because if it was more than one, If we were several of them, we'd be banking with our own people.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that ain't the case. Now, I'm going to ask you another question, just to prove what I'm talking about. Name one of our businesses that we own that's nationwide or worldwide.
You got me there.
Huh?
Yeah, you got me there.
You see that? The Lord said, I'm going to have you to serve your enemies.
What about say capitalism?
I'm going to snatch everything that made you great, bring you down low, and I'm going to have you serve your enemies. Why do you think he did these things? I gave you the answer a while ago.
Make everything unique.
It was already unique when he gave us power over them. Why are we at the bottom right now?
Serving enemies, I said who he was.
Huh?
Losing something who he wasn't serving the enemy, though.
You right. Show you that. Deuteronomy 28:15 right quick. These are the things that we got to be talking about. Because for far too long, we as a nation of people just walk around trying to have fun, trying to have a good time. But in the process of doing that, just walking around, we waste time and we believe more and more with lies, not understanding truly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And their job, the enemies, the one outside of our nation, their job is to make sure that we don't know who we are. Why do you think that is?
Oh, so they can slip in if they want to try to slip in or try to fool us.
Right.
Make it easier to fool us. So
But why? Why would they want to fool us? Why would they want to keep us where we don't know who we are?
So you gonna rise against?
Huh?
You gonna rise against?
That's a good answer. Bring it out right quick.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But it shall come to pass,
Uh-huh.
if thou will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If we do not listen to the voice of the Lord thy God. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do his commandments. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Uh-huh.
That all these curses.
All what?
All these curses.
All these curses. Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if we don't keep his commandments, we will be cursed. Now, like I stated earlier, everybody got this book at their house, right? Everybody got the Bible at their house. You don't think they read it?
some people don't read.
The answer, you don't think that they read this book. That's why they say, you know what? We must keep them dumbed down. We must make sure that they don't realize who they are. We must continue to lie to them because God said if they don't keep his commandments, he's going to curse them. I'm going to show you the other side of that coin, 28:1.
Deuteronomy 28:1.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass.
This is prophecy once again. Read.
If thou shalt hearken diligently
If we listen
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments,
then do them. Read.
which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high, above
what?
all nations of the earth.
You see that? They say, they read that and they say, whoa, God said if his people keep his commandments, they're going to be in rulership. They're going to be above us. Our job is not to let them rule over us. We must continue to tell them they are African Americans. They are blacks. When that man's shirt is black, he ain't black. Tell them that they are Negroes, not Israelites, because these names that they will learn don't mean anything. But Israelite actually got meaning. Negro, African American, those things don't have no power. So if you don't know who you are, you'll fall for any damn thing. You done heard that before. Yeah. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So if I give you a lie and I tell it to you long enough, guess what? You're going to start to believe it. See that? Tell a lie long enough, big enough, it becomes the truth. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm your enemy and I want to keep winning and I don't want you to stand up and rule, I'm going to feed you lies. But your truth manual, the truth is right here in this book. That you have in your house, that you have in your house, that he got in his house, that they got in their house. The choice or the difference is we don't read it and they do. Bring it up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb.
A what?
A proverb.
A proverb is a wise saying. Now, have y'all ever heard this saying? And I'm gonna ask you, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a what?
Book.
In a book. If you want to hide something from us, put it in a book.
I had heard that.
You see that? The Lord said, huh?
I like to read them.
Exactly. You need to be reading your history though. Read your history and find out the ways of this world. Same with you, brother. The Lord said we would be cursed if we don't keep His commandments. I'm gonna show you one simple commandment you striving to keep, but you breaking right now. I'm gonna show you. Leviticus 21:5. Leviticus 21:5. And it's something simple, but they don't teach us these things. I'm gonna show you this. Bring it up.
This is the book of Leviticus 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
We ain't supposed to shave our head bald like Shaq, Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan. We ain't supposed to do that. Read on.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
You see that? Neither shall we shave off the corner of our beard. We're supposed to be growing the whole thing out. Do you know the importance or the power behind a beard? The significance in it?
I'm hearing some things about significance of a beard, but
Let me hear it. What you got? Tell me something you know about the beard.
one makes this probably just a coming thing, but one makes you look wise.
Look what?
Makes you look wise.
Make you look wise. Okay.
I was looking like you lived with some experience. Depending on your color of your beard.
Right. What you think, bro?
Yeah.
You got one, but you shave into it. Why do you have? What's the benefit of having it on your face?
That ain't matter my job.
Masculinity. Bring that out right quick. The definition of beard. Because beard is very manly. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Lord is not the author of confusion. So, you got two lions. How would you tell the difference between the male and the female lion?
Well, the male got that mane.
He got a beard on his face. You see that? That's one way of separating or showing difference between the two. They got the same type of beard, but the male got the beard on his face.
Also, female had a different type of eyes as well.
Good point. But I'm gonna show you something. Read that.
This is the definition of the word beard. A badge.
Hey, what?
A badge.
That's strength right there. That's power. Just like the cops walk around, they got that badge on. They got a different level of respect on. Don't they walk around with their chest out because they got that badge on? You see that? Read it again from the top.
A badge of manly dignity.
A badge of manly dignity, not womanly, not femininity. Manly dignity, like the brother was saying, masculinity. Read.
A sign of mourning. It was custom to pluck it out or cut it off. The Israelites were forbidden.
They what?
Were forbidden.
The Israelites were what?
Forbidden to shave off the corners of their beards.
You see that? That's not part of our culture, nor is it part of our heritage. We supposed to have a beard on our face. Because when we had a beard on our face, the women love it for one. But we get another type of level of respect when we walk around, because the Bible just said that it's a badge of manly dignity. You walk around with your head up when you got that beard on. You walk around with a different type of masculinity when you got that beard on your face. You know what I'm saying? You get a whole different level of respect. And that's just from one commandment, keeping a beard on your face. Now, how do we learn to cut it off? What do we learn that makes us actually want to cut it off? Job. What else would make a man want to cut his beard off?
I gotta drop that one in. Now there's a society. We call dating and relationships.
Mm-hmm.
They say like you all got the beard on. They saying talk about the man name femininity. They say the women will like a unshaven man.
Good point. Read that, King.
the Israelites were forbidden to shave off the corners of their beards,
Right.
probably because it was regarded as a heathenish,
As a what?
it's a heathenish sign.
As a heathenish sign. That's something that the other nations do. When you turn on the TV, don't you see Gillette Fusion commercials?
Yeah.
You see that?
YouTube.
They put the suits on and they tell you shave your face. You see the Home Alone movies where they standing in the mirror putting the shaving cream on their face, shaving. All of that is propaganda to push to you to make you think that shaving your beard off is cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's breaking the Most High's commandments. And that one sin right there is added on to many that our people don't know about, which got us thrown on slave ships and brought across the water to serve our enemies. Every other nation on this planet, we have been in captivity under them. The Chinese man, the Japanese man, the East Indian, the Arab man, so-called white man. All of these different nations, we have been serving them. We still serving them today, whether you know it or not. And it stems from us breaking the commandments. That's part of our curses. You know what I'm saying? These things are not coincidental.
Quick question.
Go ahead, King.
Are y'all on social media?
Yes, sir.
What's your Facebook? Not the YouTube.
Here you go.
I got some I gotta do real quick.
All right. So before you leave, who are we as a nation? You said earlier you was African American. You said you North American. The brother said he is Israelite. Who are we? Genesis 32:28. This is who we are. The nation of Israel. We consist of 12 tribes. 12. That's why you got 12 hours in a day, 12 hours at night. 12 months in a year. Because of us. 12 tribes of Israel. Y'all understand that? We can prove it, but the brother say you gotta go. Before you leave, I just wanted to let you know that you are an Israelite. You're not Black American. You're not Northern American. You are an Israelite. And the fact that remains is because you don't know who you are. That lets you know that you are an Israelite, because the Lord said he would strip us of our heritage. Knowing where we come from. Knowing what language did we speak. Knowing what feast days we kept. What is special about us besides being able to run with a football and throw a basketball and a hoop? We better than that. That's a heathenish type of culture. We great thinkers. We are the best at everything. The Lord already prescribed that in the Bible. But until we come back and read and find out who we are, we're going to continue to be Black Americans, North Americans. Those titles don't hold no weight. They don't mean anything. Today, you spend 5 to 10 minutes with your brothers who actually give a damn about you. We're going to teach you your heritage, your legacy. You learn who you are. You are Israelites. More than likely, you're from the tribe of Judah, but you are Israelites nonetheless. We don't want you just to believe us once again. We want you to take time out your day every day to do research, to find out who you are. You got kids? You got kids? If you decide to have children, don't you want to be able to teach them truth?
Yes.
You don't want to continue to feed them lies as we were fed lies growing up. Today you learn who you truly are. And it's more than African American. It's more than Black. It's more than Negro. You are Israelite. I'm going to show you what that means, and then you can head on your way, King. Bring it out.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 28.
Bring it out.
And he said, thy name.
Read.
And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
Because Jacob, he was the forefather. He was the father that had 12 sons. But his name was changed to Israel. Read.
But Israel.
Uh-huh.
For as a prince.
As a what?
For as a prince.
As royalty. Read.
Has thou power with God.
Has power with who?
Has power with God.
Read it again.
For as a prince has power with God.
As a prince that has power with God. Read.
And with men.
And with men.
And has prevailed.
And has prevailed. Even though we had went through slavery, went through all these atrocities, we still here. All the lies that we have been told, we still here. All the wickedness that these other nations have done to us, we still here. They still lining up to see us. They still turning on the music to hear us, to see us. We got power with the Most High God. Why? Because he chose us to be better than the other nations. The only time we're going to be better is when we doing what he told us to do. When we trying to be like them, we're going to be less than them because they're going to continue to look down on us. Because they say, look, we still got them food. Look at them. Look how he hopping and skipping for us. They supposed to be serving the Lord, but they serving us. So understand today that you are an Israelite. You got power with the Most High. When you pray and keep his commandments, things start to move for you because we got power with him. And over men. When we do the things that's required, the Lord going to make sure our enemies bend at our will. And we going to prevail. Whatever come our way, we going to prevail. Whatever hardships and trials and tribulations you go through in life, guess what? You going to prevail. The Lord ain't going to put nothing on your plate that you can't handle. But you might be thinking about what you see on TV and become full of fear, fearful. The Lord said, I ain't give you that spirit. He made you strong. You can bear anything that come your way. But you have to realize these things. So are you a North American, brother?
Not really.
Are you an African American?
Israelite.
You a what?
Israelite.
That's right. Y'all job is to keep the commandments. As Israelites, our job is to keep the commandments of God. Fear him and keep his commandments. That's our role while we here. We can work. We got to keep his commandments, though. We can have families. We got to keep his commandments. We can make money. We got to keep his commandments. We can love. We can vacation. We got to keep his commandments. Bring it out.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Why are we here? Why we stop y'all? Read.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Fear God. Read.
And keep his commandments.
And what?
And keep his commandments.
And do what I want to do.
And keep his commandments.
Keep his commandments. Fear him first. Fear what he would do to you for breaking them. Just like when you was coming up in your household, parents told you to do something, you didn't want to feel their wrath. So you did what they told you to do. Fear God and
keep his commandments.
For what?
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's our whole duty. That's our whole purpose why we here. It ain't just to have a good time. Because when we do what we want to do, we end up in slavery. We end up getting shot down by police, locked up, filling the prisons, getting killed by our own people. When we do what we want to do. When we follow the law, statutes, and commandments, that's our life. That's our wisdom. That's our understanding. Y'all understand? So we got to keep his commandments. Keep his commandments. And the only way you're going to learn how to do these things is to open the book and read it. Open it. Read. You like to read? Open it and learn your history, brother. Learn your heritage, your legacy. Learn your past, your present, your future. Learn about who you are. Understand? So who are we today? We what? Where we are? What we got to do?
Keep commandments.
Keep the commandments. All praises. All praises, King. Hey, y'all got any questions? If not, hey, we gonna keep teaching. You gotta make your way. Hey, this is your opportunity.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate y'all.